We are here for the overnight duration. So we should have plenty of time. Whatever we don't get done today, we should have time tomorrow. So
yeah,
all being good and all being well.
It's the first overnighter in it with the roof on, with a proper roof on, and proper beds, because we had to sleep on the floor the first time.
We did, didn't we?
And we had to put a tarp over the roof because we didn't have any of the moss or anything like that on it at the time. So it was so uncomfortable. I hate sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not a floor camper. I used to be when I was younger.
Should be good. And then in a bit we'll film sorting out the fire pit, because that needs sorting out. It's a mess and it's crap. Everything's crap.
Well, it did for the one night, but it was a hell of a battle for some reason. I don't know whether it was just lack of oxygen, whether it was just poor wood, you know, being wet and stuff. I think it was just a mix of elements which we do have to battle here in the UK. Also,
right over yonder in the woods, we found like a weird stretch of sand. Looks like an old riverbed. So we're going to go over there with the tarp and collect a load of sand and put that in the bottom of the fire pit, just to protect the ground of the forest a little bit more. For any of you real bushcrafters that don't like to leave a trace. So yeah.
Well, it's a bit like us. We don't really. When we've got no choice really, short on time, we do whatever makes do. But you know, we like to kind of catch up with ourselves and do things properly, don't we?
Yeah.
We get there in the end.
That's looking really good, that is. Oh, and also we've where is it? Where is it? The have you got it in there?
What?
The what's it? The thingy-me-bob.
There's plenty of
the Y stick.
Plenty of thingy-me-bobs about, but you know.
Yeah. I think it's down there. So I'll show you that in a minute, guys. I'll be back in a sec, and I can help Dad finish the door off.
Yeah, and the door will be open, and you'll see the Y stick.
Okay, guys. So we've got the door done for new. We've now got a Y branch to hold the door up, as you can see.
We've had to make do what we've got. I wasn't about to go and cut another load of poles that were just like, you know, 4 inches longer, 5 inches longer. We had to use what we had from what we tried before, which didn't work, so we had to get cut short. It was what it was.
So I'll just take this off. That's just the pegs, that is. But yeah, it's looking awesome, that. Could have done with maybe a longer plinth at the bottom, just to fill out that gap a little bit more, but
I like the fact that it's like that, because it just gives you that, you know, you've got a free swing and it's not going to catch on either side.
Yeah.
I don't mind that gap on either side of the door personally, but you're going to.
We may have to reinforce it in the middle with something, because the peg on that side snapped before, so we've just had to replace it. So we might have to. It's a hell of a lot of weight, that door, on those pegs.
All these wooden logs, all combined together, including the frame. It's a lot of weight to hang on that. That one seemed to survive, but there seems to be that one wasn't so good. Maybe weaker wood, don't know. So we've changed it out, swapped it out, put a new peg in. It's easy enough to replace pegs, but it's a bit of a pain in the butt.
Do you want to do a demo of going inside it?
Can do. Or coming out.
Yeah. Just needs a bit of lube by the sounds of things. That's awesome.
It works. It'll do for what we need. How long it'll last like that, I
Keep us,
really don't know.
It'll keep us safe from those bears anyway.
Yeah.
Okay guys, this is the old fire pit. Pretty simple. We just dug a pit out and lined it with 4 logs just to contain it and stop it spreading in the duff and all the stuff. So what we need to do is fill this back in with soil, go and get a load of sand from over there, which I'll film, bring it back, fill it with sand, and have these logs sat on top of the ground, because we had it sunk down into the ground, and last time we tried that we just had no end of trouble trying to get the fire lit and trying to keep it lit. So hopefully when we change it, it'll be better. And we've had a couple of really nice days, so it's been dry, so the wood should be nice and crisp. So I'll put you on the tripod and we'll get cracking.
Just need to raise this end up a little bit with something. Dump it down on the foot. That's it. That's too hard. Back at the top end. Ooh. Just, there you go. Lift it off your foot, man. Leave me hanging. Cheers. So now, we just need the opposite side to that. But we will be back when we have retrieved that one.
Perfect.
Yep, exactly what we needed.
So we're still on the fire pit. Just over from our camp there's like a little
Where we remove the moss for the roof.
patch of mud where we remove the moss for the roof, and there's quite a big like trench in between the tree roots, and a lot of mud has settled there over time.
Water's gathered.
And a lot of water's gathered there.
Yeah.
And we've dug it out, and we've come to put it in the fire pit to fill the fire pit up, and it's acting like cement or mortar, which is really good.
It's like a mousse.
And it smoothens off. So we're putting a layer of that down. It absolutely stinks like rotting veg.
Horrible.
But
Well, we're using like an old tarp that we've got as a carry aid. So we gather loads of it up in the tarp on one side, scoop it up and bring it across in, between the two of us, dump it in, smooth it out. And we've just thought, wanted to show this as a perfect. It's just using resources that are around you and using nature. And obviously we made kind of the scar, as it were, by removing the moss, but then what that's led to is any rain has then not been either filtered or soaked up by the moss. It's obviously gone into the underneath layer of mud and turned it into like very boggy, and it smells like peat bog. But it is literally like as smooth as like a chocolate mousse. It's weird. I'll show you. Yeah, look. So like, I'll rough it up. Yeah. Literally with the back of the spade, just gently. Like a mousse. It's weird. Like mortar, cement. It's bizarre. But yeah, very, very handy for what we need. It'll give us a perfect fire lay, nice and safe. That's what we want. Bit of an improvement. Well, it's not very deep, it's just a, say, a 2-inch layer.
Is it?
Yeah. Literally is just like a surface deposit. Unless they've had a forest fire and this is what they've deposited for the put the fire out.
Like a fire break?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe even dropped out of an air helicopter or something.
Yeah, but it'd be massive though, wouldn't it?
I don't know, seems strange, doesn't it? It's more than likely a riverbed or a stream bed. But it doesn't seem to be much wear up the sides. You know, like you'd expect for something that would be there for a long time to turn rock to sand.
Yeah.
That's why it's a bit bizarre to me.
Okay, so we've just finished getting the sand. This is what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. It's just like a sand pit, doesn't it?
Just need some toys now.
Yeah. But yeah, this should help massively to protect the floor underneath the fire pit.
Especially as it's coming up to summer.
This is great because we've never had the opportunity to get sand anywhere else that we've been.
No, never had that. We've never found this resource out in the wild. No, just never.
Especially this far up in the hills, it's odd to find just sand lying around on the surface. But it's a resource and we can use it, so it's a great opportunity.
It's fantastic, yeah. It's helped us out and it'll help protect the ground, so you know we're happy with that.
Okay guys, so we've got the fire pit sorted now. We've just sorted out the fire lay later on. It's called a pyramid fire lay or a log cabin fire lay. It's called many different things, but it's the one we use the most often. And it works the best for us. So yeah, that's the fire pit guys.
Hi guys. just before we crack on for the evening's sort of fire lighting, cooking, that kind of thing, bit round the fire pit, just to sort of end our day off, to while away sort of a bit of time between making a fire pit. If Matt just wants to swing over there and prepping wood, we decided to try out somebody else's idea. A gentleman called Felix Imler on YouTube. Pop over, check him out. Bizarre guy, but an awesome guy. He basically does everything with a Victorinox knife, pen knife, like a Swiss Army knife. And in his video, he shows making one of these with a Victorinox Swiss Army knife. But it's just taken me and Matthew the best part of 2 hours with a silky saw and an axe to fashion what he called a Viking chair, which basically has a square hole in there that you slot this flat plank, you whittle down and split off the sides, put a stop cut in, split off the sides on both sides, look, so you get an idea through the back, yeah, and then you basically shave this down till it's into pretty much a square post, okay, and then where the flat bit is, that's the paddle part that you sit on with your bum, okay, and then obviously you've got to try and cut out a square hole, which we did using the auger, again like you perhaps would at home. You know, you drill holes and then you put your jigsaw in, and then go round. Pretty much the same sort of thing, but we split it out with, you know, a big bushcraft knife, just knock it in with a mallet, away you go. This one unfortunately is kind of split out on the base there, which makes it rock to the right. So all we've done is we've come over here, or rather I have, and I've just, as it happens, there's a tree there, limb that were dead that we cut off. Let's pop it against there. We now have a new chair for camp. So we have a bench that we made the other day, or last week, which we haven't shown yet, have we, Matt?
Nope.
Hopefully you'll see that before this video goes out.
Yeah.
And yeah, passed a bit of time to sort of where we're now absolutely knackered. And I'm going to get some grub on. Catch the other one. There we go. Right, get chucking some stuff on. Some of these bits. Plenty of air and spaces in there. Hence why we prefer this lay, don't we, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay, this is day 2 in the morning, about 10 o'clock. Kind of got up a little bit late this morning. We had a late night, didn't get to bed till probably what, 1:30, 2. Sat celebrating with a little bit of rum between the two of us for getting the 300 subscribers and for getting the shelter pretty much sorted. Having a successful day, quite a productive day. Making the Viking chair there that you can see just in the background, and sorting the fire pit out. And basically for the pot hanger we had this very, very long branch, and we just supported that under that sort of part of a down tree log there, see in the background. And it goes, just see, over, it goes there, it goes under, like a gap under the back of the log, and then it's braced by that and sits on top of this log, comes up and over this one on the corner, just gives it the lift straight over the fire pit. And it worked last night. We finally got it going, and it worked quite well. The sand worked a treat, the big logs worked a treat. I'd say probably a little bit oversized for what we need, but that gives us space in the middle so there's air around the fire. Before we had the logs on the outside, far too close to the fire pit in the middle. The bench worked well, so Matt sat on that last night. He did quite well on that. And then we had the Viking chair there, sat in the background. Quite a comfy night on the raised beds. And obviously I'm going to be realistic. It's flat, it's lumpy because you've used logs. We have got an air mat, but didn't really take out too many of the lumps, to be fair. But I think we were just that tired after everything we did yesterday that we just both fell straight to sleep. Woke up a little bit sore this morning, but not complaining. It's certainly a lot better than sleeping on the floor, which is what happened to us last time we stayed over. Morning. So yeah, staying over on the beds, on the raised beds that we made. Certainly better. And a sort of added bonus to that is not hammocks as well. We do hammock camp as well, but the hammocks we find tend to, you end up with a cold back, terribly cold back. So this kind of negates that, gets rid of that cold back situation, which can make it very uncomfortable in the night. So yeah, we had a flat lay. We weren't then rolling on the floor when you're sort of camping on the floor, which happened to us last time. If you can't find a flat spot, raised bed, perfect. So yeah, so for that, great. Not one complaint, really, to be fair. Worked exactly kind of how we expected it to work. So yeah. A shot over my shoulder there into the sunshine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we will probably do a joint outro. So, see you in a bit after breakfast, after we've had a brew and Matt feels a little bit more alive. Toodles.
Hi guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please join us for the next one next week. Stay tuned for that. Today we've done the fire pit, done a Viking chair, which we've never tried before, which is awesome. Finished the door on the shelter.
On. Yay!
Probably can't see that from there, but
Took us about 4 hours of fighting with the damn thing to get it
yeah,
on.
we tried 2 different ways of doing it, and the first one didn't work, so we had to go with plan B.
Improvised basically is plan B.
Yeah, basically.
We may at
got
a
there?
later date redo it and just get it a bit better than it is, but for now it's on.
So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. If there are any links, they'll be in the description, so please go there, have a look there, and that's it.
Yeah. Cheers and thank you very much, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you to all those new subscribers and
Yeah,
everybody that keeps supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Keeps us going, it keeps us coming out, it keeps us filming, and hopefully try new different things each time. So we've got the windows to do yet, and we've then got a load of holes to fill in, then we've then got wall gaps to fill. So we've still got quite a bit to come where the shelter's concerned.
See you later.
See you guys.